Hey guys, happy I don't know, Saturday night. Is that what it is? I don't even know. My life's so exciting. Hey Margie Jones, Lisa 54, Pepper, the one and only Puss in Boots, Remy, Tawanda, Charlie Girl says, Sky Z. So, as usual, I'm not going to stay on long. And you see the title of my stream is I'm going to put myself under a YouTube bubble. Because I never dreamed when I came here a few years ago. Hey, Aratria. I never dreamed when I came here a few years ago the kind of shit that I would hear and experience on here. And don't get me wrong, I'm not innocent. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be innocent. Hey, Coffee Chat. Charlie Girl says, but I can't believe the depths that people go to hurt one another on here. Hey, Nadia's Kitchen. Dakota Bell. So I'm going to start off with what Laura said today. Laura, it was gross. It was deplorable. And you can get mad at me if you want because I don't give a shit. It was triggering. It was there's just there's no way to describe it other than disgusting. Hey Jamie, hey Randa. So Amanda Lynn has every right to feel the way that she feels. Hey Marcia. But all I hear is trigger, 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 trigger. So let's take something so triggering and let's put it on 3 or 4 different channels. Let's play it over and over again while you're doing a live stream because, it's not just Laura you want to hurt, it's everybody that's ever experienced that. It's everybody that's ever experienced that. It's not just Laura. See, when something gross gets said on here, regardless of who says it, which side, whatever, and it gets played over and over and over again. This is where I am totally in sync with Brown Eyed Girl, Bridget. Because, and like I said, Amanda Lynn is very much entitled to her feelings. I'm not repeating it, Dakota. You can go to Amanda Lynn's channel. You can go to, I think Randy reposted it on her community post. Hey, Angel Kisses. But yeah, I'm not going to repeat it because the whole concept here is stop repeating it. Hey, Gingerlock's mom. Again, Amanda Lynn has every right to feel the way she feels about what was said about her. I'm not taking that away from her. And she has every right to speak on it. What doesn't need to happen, I don't know, Artria. Let me say before I lie down and tell her when I can, that could have been that could have been more wrong. I'm not going to repeat it. Yes. But see, that's the thing. Okay. But no, you're good, Lova. You can hang in here under our bubble. Okay. So that was triggering. So everybody makes this crazy decision to, hey, Genderlock's mom, to post it and repost it and post it and repost it and post it and repost it so that anybody that it does affect can be heard, not just Laura, but anybody that's been affected in their life like that can be heard over and over and over and over again. Hey, Caslin. Being called pedo supporters. Chasing Truth, you're welcome in the bubble too. Being called pedo supporters. still today, after what, 2 weeks now, it's triggering. But you keep doing it. Keep calling people pedo supporters when I don't know anybody on this earth. Nobody in my YouTube life or my real life supports that. And nobody did support it, but it keeps getting said. Yes, Missy, there's a bubble. Hey, Sky Z. I know you do, Caslin. Like I said, I just I just want to say it's not okay for anyone to drag Perplex's children out there too. I think it yeah, I'm getting there, Ducky, because Laura's kids get drug into a lot of stuff too. So, as well as Marissa's kids or kid, I watched how many people say in a chat that Marissa didn't even raise her own kid. She laid in a bar passed out while somebody else raised her kid. Nobody did anything about that. Come on in, sissy. Leave kids alone. And when something gross is said, don't keep repeating it over and over and over and over and over. Because the person that you're trying to hurt, you're not hurting her. You're hurting other people. And like I said, I'm not taking this away from Amanda Lynn. She has every reason to be pissed off. Just like Laura has a reason to be pissed off when they go after her kids. And Molly has a reason to be pissed off when they go after her kids. And Mommy at 3 has a reason to be pissed off when they go after her kids. And I have a reason to be pissed off when they go after my kid. But if it's triggering and you keep playing it over and over and over and over, guess what? You're not hurting Laura. You're hurting everybody that's ever been put through that shit. So now I want to get to. So now everybody knows that I don't agree with what Laura said. Okay. I do not support that. Wendy, while you're over there on your soapbox, I want you to make sure you hear me. Hey, Johnny Cuddy. I don't agree with what Laura said. I thought it was disgusting. But there's a lot of things on here that are disgusting. A lot of things. And that's why I'm ready to just put a bubble around my channel, visit certain channels that I don't hear people saying stuff like this. Yeah, to repeat the cycle is getting old. But like I said, what they're doing, hey, Ben, is not hurting Laura. And that's who they want to hurt. And I get that. But what about the thousands of people that are getting hurt in the process? So now I want to talk about last night because now all of a sudden they want to call it a parody for what they did to Republican Ash. Well, if it was a parody and it was meant to be in all fun, which you'll never convince me that making fun of somebody's learning disability is supposed to be fun, then why did the live get taken down? No, it wasn't a parody. You're right, Missy. You know how I know it wasn't a parody? Because I know Hello Starlight had just had it out with Republican Ash. I agree, Chasing Truth. Hey, Toodles. Hey, Sergeant Blackrock. That wasn't a parody. Why don't you call it for what it is? If it was all in good, clean fun, wouldn't you have invited Republican Ash over? Say, hey, we're going to do a parody of you tonight. You want to come and watch? No, it wasn't a parody. It was exactly what it was. And that was to poke fun at Republican Ash and her learning disability. That's all that was. So be big girls and own it. Hey, Riley. So just be big girls and own it. Because if it was all in fun, be no reason to yank the live down, would they? Yeah, they called it a parody. That's what it was called today. I didn't find any of it funny either. The only ones that found it funny are the ones that have a problem with Republican Ash right now. And Wendy saying, well, Republican Ash didn't have a problem with it. Well, Republican Ash is not going to get on a panel and go up against all of them people. She's not going to do it. My God, she texts me all the time and tells me, don't say that, Tracy, they'll come for you. Don't say that, Tracy, they'll come for you. The difference is, I don't care. I agree, Tiffany Marie. It's only getting worse. Everybody's kids should be off limits. It doesn't matter. You don't have to donate anything, Reborn, but if you're going to troll, you're going to pay the toll. So you can either leave or you can pay up. That's your choice. Hey, Marianne. You know, when it comes to Laura, you know what you're going to get. Okay. You know what you're going to get. Laura hasn't changed. And like I said, I'm not taking away Amanda Lynn's feelings. There is no excuse. But I don't agree with what's said about Laura's kids, Marissa's kids, Tiffany's kids, Mommy at Three's kids, my kid, anybody's kid. It all sucks. Troll toll required. That's right. As far as the parody goes, it was just out of meanness. That's my opinion. And you're not going to change it. It was not a parody. It was frick Ash, fluck Republican Ash. We're going to make fun of her tonight. And that's what you did. Because when it's a parody, the person being parodied should find it funny. Now, Republican Ash may not get on a panel and say that that hurt her or that bothered her because she doesn't want y'all coming at her. How do they justify calling people Pedo supporters? I know, Tiffany Marie. I totally agree. And it's still being said. It's still being said as they stand over on their soapboxes and go after Laura. Hey, Dana. But what they don't realize is by playing these things that are said over and over and over and over again, they're not hurting Laura. These women are mothers. Most of us are mothers. It wasn't a parody. I don't know why they just don't admit it. And stop repeating it. They just tried to shut down the St. Jude. Yeah, I didn't hear one of them, not one of them, say one good thing about that $16,000. As a matter of fact, Kimmy P came in and said something to Marissa. If you think Marissa did this out of the kindness of your heart, you're crazy. Something to that extent. Do we really care why Marissa did it? So what if it was a big F you in Diane's face? If that was the reason she did it, still got almost 17 grand that went to the kids of St. Jude. Want to throw a big F you in my face and raise 17 grand doing it? Do it. Do it. If you want to drag me for weeks, but raise 17 grand while you're doing it, do it. Because Marissa didn't drag anybody that day. All she had to do was sit there and act goofy. So I don't care why Marissa did it. I don't care. Sure didn't hear any praise out of the other side, though, did you? You know, the ones that still won't speak out about Diane and what Diane did to this community. You know, all you get out of them is, well, I don't support Diane, but I'm not going to drag her. I don't support Diane, but I'm not going to talk about it. No problem talking about anything else. No problem talking about anything else. But I don't support what Diane did, but I'm not going to talk about it. That's the response you get. And then when you hear, let it go, let it go, let it go. Okay. But you're still hanging on to pedo supporter? You're still hanging on to that. Wendy said today she didn't support Marissa raising money for St. Jude. Well, that says a lot about Wendy then. It says a lot about Wendy. Hello, Salty Salt. I'm going to leave out that first name. But it also speaks a lot about Wendy when you listen to the Discord call and Mary O says, did you get to keep all the money from the FU Tiffany stream? And Wendy was the first one to answer, not Diane. Wendy was the first one to say, yes. How'd you know that, Wendy? How did you know that, Wendy? How was you so quick to jump on that if you knew nothing about anything that was going on? Hey, hybrid Pisces. How did you jump on that so quick? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Because she beat Diane to the answer. Last night, Wendy and Randy made fun of MFW's hair. Well, when it comes to Randy, Wendy, and Katie, I try not to get involved because they go way back and they've all said horrible things about each other. But Wendy did say something today about Katie shitting herself. Well, Wendy, that's called that might have something to do with her surgery because I know having part of my colon taken out, sometimes when you got to go, you got to go. We won't delve any deeper into that. We don't even need to talk about that. So what we know is, thank you, Caslin. So what we know is Laura said something horrible that got a live stream. It's being played on several different channels. Hey, Laura. So it's so triggering that we're just going to keep on triggering the entire community, which is why I have pretty much made the decision. Hey, Blue. I can't read that. I don't have my glasses on. That, Wendy keeps saying, just stay over there. Just stay over there. We don't want you over here. We don't want you over here. Well, for someone who wanted to bring a community together, you sure do talk a lot about stay over there, stay over there. Okay, Blue, good. So, Marianne, if you're listening, put your live back up. If it wasn't a way to make fun and you really believe that it was just a good, clean parody, then you would have kept it up. You would have had nothing to be ashamed of, no reason to rip it down. But you know exactly what it was. Hey, Brantley. When you missed an opportunity to unite the community, when Diane was outed, instead she just became the boomer leader of the mean ponies. Yeah, I agree with you, Given Grace. I really do. I do. I do too. But now, if you think that that live stream is going to hurt Republican Ash, then don't put it back up. Okay? Because I don't want to see Republican Ash hurt. Wendy said she was glad that it was put on different channels. Of course, because Wendy hates Laura that much. That triggering other people, hurting other people that have suffered through those experiences doesn't matter as long as you can stick it to Laura. Well, we all know it wasn't just a parody because we all know that the night before, or just within the last couple of days, Hello Starlight shouted as she was getting off Brian's stream. Number one, she called Marissa a horrible mother. But she said on Brian's stream, because I don't like you, Republican Ash. And then boom, up pops a stream. So it couldn't be more obvious what you all were up to. Couldn't be more obvious. And then let's touch on this. Republican Ash is up there talking to 180 on her panel. They're minding their own business, talking. And all of a sudden, Steph pops up. So Republican Ash, being Republican Ash, asked her if she wanted to come on panel. She comes up, totally derails everything. Totally derails everything. Why? Because they were afraid of what 180 might say about Hello Starlight. What they fail to understand is 180 is a grown man. And back in the day when he was riding hard with them, he didn't hold back for what he said about us. So why should he hold back now? And what does Wendy say? 180, what happened to you? What makes you think it's 180's fault? It's kind of like when IBL said what she had to say, and Randy said, "Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Why does somebody have to be hurt to speak their piece?" Hello, 180. 180 has never held his tongue. I mean, he was going to send me COVID, for God's sakes. He offered to send me COVID. No, because if I want the dirt on Hello Starlight, I'll go straight to 180. And if 180 wants to give it up, then I'll take it. But in the meantime, you must not listen to me very often, because I said just the other day, I said, I hope he drops everything. But then I said, you know what? I don't want no part of it. I don't give a shit what happened between them. They know what happened between them, and that's all that matters. But you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to jump on a panel and try to keep the topic off of Marianne, because around here, nobody can have a problem with Marianne. Even saw somebody write in the chat earlier. What's everybody's problem with Marianne? She's never done anything. She's never done anything, huh? Hey, mommy at 3. I guess we forget. I guess we forget. But remember, she was on a panel. She didn't say nothing, so she's in the clear. Steph went up there to derail. Exactly. Because she may be friends with Republican Ash, but I don't think she's friends with 180. And she hasn't been around long enough to know the relationship between Republican Ash and 180. I would have never jumped up there and got in the middle of their conversation. But then again, I don't have to try to deflect 180 from saying whatever it is he's going to say, or whatever it is he's not going to say. One eighty. Oh, look, another one who's turned against 180. Oh, welcome, Miss Lennon. But you didn't mind him when he was a troll. Now all of a sudden you don't like him? Thank you, Anita Backrub. Steph needs to butt out. She really does. Because she doesn't know the history behind a lot of people. And when she said, how many people are in your chat tonight? How many people are in your chat tonight, Rep Ash? Well, you know, we all used to go into Rep Ash's chat. We all used to be there to support her until they started coming in Who wants to deal with them? Well, Miss Lennon, I think 180's going live tonight, so you can jump up on his panel and take it up with him. He probably won't have a problem talking to you. I don't know. I don't want to speak for him. We respected her enough to step away when they were around. Period. Exactly, Tiffany Marie. Exactly. Whiskey. Long time no see. We're talking about putting a bubble over a part of YouTube so we can get away from all the yucky. Hey, happy, happy, happy. Good to see you, Whiskey. I haven't told Whiskey what we're going to do. We're going to do a mock trial of the Darlie Routier case, and Brian's going to be the prosecution. I'm going to be the defense. Kiki's the bailiff. Puss in Boots is the judge. I'm going to get 12 jurors from the chat, and we're going to do opening statements, and then we're going to debate it back and forth, take some questions from the chat, and then we're going to vote guilty or innocent. Well, Nenny, that sounds like a good commercial. Pizza Kitty, I have to just, work it out with Brian's schedule. Yes, you can play, Whiskey. Do you know anything about the Darlie Routier case? Because if you don't know nothing, then you can be a juror. I don't know. I think it'll be fun too, Nadia's Kitchen. It's it's what brought me and Brian together 15 years ago. Caslam wants to be on the jury. Do you know about the case, Caslam? You swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Hey, Abiel. I lean towards innocent, ageless beauty. Brian is all about guilt. Whiskey says, juror. I know some, but juror. Okay, well, I got more subs than Ash right now. Well, what was they saying? You were using her for subs, 180? Oh, I am going to be the defense. Did I say it backwards? Yes, I'm going to be the defense. Brian's going to be the prosecutor because he believes she's guilty. And she is sitting on death row. But I don't believe she's guilty. And I don't believe she got a fair trial. And we're going to do like a mock trial. Okay, Brantley, keep that in mind. Hang on to that. Hang on to that. Hey, D-Rod. Dana, I'm sorry. Kiki already applied for bailiff. The job has been filled. I'm sorry. Hello, my boo-boo. Oh, you know absolutely nothing? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a community post. I know I said this the other day. I'm going to put up a community post and then go under there and be honest. We're going on the honor system here. Oh, if you saw it on Forensic Files, you saw a bunch of crapola. But be honest, go under my community post and tell me you'd like to be a juror. And while you're typing, raise your right hand and say you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Okay? And then we'll pick 12. Puss in Boots is going to be the judge because Puss in Boots is on the fence. When she talks to me, she thinks innocent. When she talks to Brian, she thinks guilty. So, Miss Lennon, why are you in here harassing 180? Isn't there other places to go and harass him? Aren't you in a Discord or something? Hey, Minnie C. So yeah, we'll be doing this within the next week or so. I think it'll be fun too, if I can maintain my composure. Because God, it's so hard when you're talking to Brian. I mean, just like grinds on that last nerve you got. Honorable Judge Puss in Boots will be residing. Hey, Ring Girl. Yeah, you can share 180's link in here. But like I said, after what I've heard these last few couple weeks on here, pedo supporters and horrible mothers sticking needles in arms, um, dead relatives. This one's a bad mom. That one's a bad mom. And I personally don't think anybody on here is a bad mom. I think everybody on here has done the best that they can. D Rod says maybe I would make a good juror. Maybe so. Some people are stalkerish. It's going to be about Darlie Routier. Now, Rain Girl, don't be going looking up nothing. I want you to have an open mind here. So it should be within the next week or so. Brian said he works 7 days a week. So I'll ask him what night is better for him. I don't know. I know he goes to church and stuff. My boo-boo and I would be perfect jurors. I know nothing. Okay, I'm going to keep that in mind. We might have to do a jury poll. Caslin's so indecisive. Okay. Might have to do a poll. If I get more than 12 people that want to be jurors, we might have to do a poll. Might have to ask you a couple questions, see how you answer them. Brian will have the right to strike one, and I'll have the right to strike one. No, you can't be the defendant. That's Darlie. And trust me, her testifying did not help her. See, Ageless Beauty, thank you for your honesty. I can't be a juror because I know too much about the case. Thank you, Ageless Beauty, for your honesty. To see who's going to be jurors in the case. Tiffany Marie, put me on the jury. Have Boots admonish for potential jurors. Juror pool to avoid any and all research. We might have to sequester you all. If we get a jury, you might have to put your YouTube and television down for her. Shut up, Tawanda. I just think it'll be fun. You know, it's a 20-something-year-old case. I firmly believe in her innocence. I firmly believe she had a horrible, horrible trial. Brian, on the other half, does not. And I watched several SEC baseball games. I was going to say basketball's over, and it's going to be fun, Nadia's Kitchen. And this is what we need to do. We got to get back to having a little bit of fun. Shoot to Shit says, sign me up. Never heard of the case. I haven't seen Doba. Marianne, can you see Tawanda? I think it'll be fun. But like I said, I really just wanted to come on and say, if you hear something that triggers you, it's probably not best to put it on 15 different channels. Because if you're triggered by it, there's probably other people triggered by it. And I'm so sick of how gross this corner of YouTube has become that I just want to do something that doesn't involve calling people pedo supporters, horrible mothers, junkies, uh, something, something that we can all interact without calling people names. Do you think everyone on a jury is honest? No, I do not. There's several, like this trial going on with this Chauvin or whatever. I don't know. I mean, although I think the man is guilty, I don't know how they would have ever found a fair and impartial juror on that. Uh, George Floyd is known around the country, maybe around the world. I don't know. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna work on my community post. Go under there, leave a comment saying I would like to be. I'm triggered by Ben and Jerry's Chunky Monkey. And then don't put that out there, Brian. Stop it. That's triggering. Yeah, I have too, IBF, and I've seen you in there, IBF, but that chat is so big that I rarely type in it unless I have like a question. And yes, I'm sorry, but I feel totally different about the Dante, and I don't want to disrespect the young man, but I don't remember his last name. Wright, Dante Wright. I have totally different feelings about that. So, but we won't go there. Well, thank you for coming in, Lava. Yeah, everybody have a great weekend. It is way past my bedtime, Caslin. I love me some IBL too. Um, just people, if you're gonna say ugly things, expect the repercussions. If you're gonna say ugly things about Laura, Laura's gonna come back at you. If Laura says ugly things about you, you're gonna go back at her. I get it. But at some point, can we just draw a line in the sand and leave people's children and addictions and all of it out of it? I'm so sick. It's so gross. Yeah, everybody enjoy their night. I think 180's going live tonight. I'm not sure. His channel name is 180 Degrees. So if you want to go watch, I know he had one scheduled. I don't know if he's planning on, I don't know. I haven't really, after what's gone on today, after everything that's gone on for the last 2 or 3 weeks, or however long it's been since the pedo shit, I haven't been hanging around long. Been watching some clips. Some people's downloaded a few lives that I've watched later. Livers Inc. Oh, is it Panic 180? Okay. Um, there you go. Isn't that funny though, Lova, that impaired caused all that trouble? The word impaired caused a total meltdown. Total meltdown. Okay, you want me to hold on, Galway? I'm holding on, chickadoo. Man, I don't know what I've done. Something to my hernia. Thank you. Welcome, Tiffany. Because I was in so much pain last night. And then it moved to like my back. I don't know if I ripped it more or something. I don't know. But I was in a lot of pain last night. And I don't take pain meds, so only because they make me throw up. So I didn't get a good night's sleep. We miss you too, Whiskey. Get back in. Just get under the bubble. Stay under the bubble. We're bubbling it. All right, guys. You all have a wonderful Saturday night. Thank you for coming in and supporting me. I think Laura just went live. She's probably going to yell at me. I know, Castleton, but it's so big. Nobody wants to mess with it. But welcome, Angel Kisses. I think Laura just went live. She's probably going to yell at me, but it's okay. I mean, I have to speak up on what I feel is right and what's not right. But I also don't feel like the things said about her and her kids. And I did. Thank you, Tiffany Marie. Hey, my boo boo. Thank you. Welcome to the moment of truth. But I also don't feel like the things said about her children or anybody's kids or being called pedo supporters or anything like that is acceptable. But hey, that's just me. Hey, welcome, Marianne, to the Lollipop Kid. See the little lolly? British Chippy says, Whiskey, if you blocked me, I'm going to kick your ass. Welcome to all who joined. I appreciate your support. Yeah, just stop talking about kids, man. Stop talking about kids. Stop talking about people's parenting. It's too easy. You know, there's so much to go up against somebody with. So much. You can find so many rotten tomatoes on people that you don't ever have to go to that point. But that goes for everybody. Everybody. It's not just one person. So everybody go dig around, see how many rotten tomatoes you can find. But if they have anything to do with somebody's children or parenting, just throw them away. Just throw them away. Get rid of them. Guys, I love you bunches. Have a great Saturday night. I'm going to take my medicine. I'm probably going to find me. Hey, I watched that documentary somebody recommended to me. Why Did You Kill Me? It was pretty good. A little strange, but it was pretty good. So I'm going to jump off. Thanks, guys, for everything. And if it doesn't start getting better around here, I truly am going to just break off. I'm going to have my certain little places that I'll go where I know where it's not going to be. Might still be some bitching and trashing, but it's not going to be that bad. Because to be honest with you, it's getting way. It's just getting old. People going at each other in the ways that they're going at each other is just. Thank you, Tiffany. Watch Bloodlines, good YouTube stuff. All right. All right, guys. Thank you. And I will see you around the tubes. I will work on my community post. Please go under and put if you would like to be a juror. If we get a lot of people, then we will do a jury poll, which basically means I'll drop your name in a hat and pull a name out. So be honest when you sign up to be a juror. Okay? Like Ageless Beauty was honest. Miss OMG. Good night, guys.